This is Dad's 98th birthday. Happy birthday, James.
Cheers.
I've got 1 or 2 bottles here that we've bought him. And over here he's got quite a few cards as well.
I found the taxi bloke up somewhere.
Oh yeah?
Because I've got to go to the Thursday morning to the doctor's.
Yes.
And I can't. I mean, I didn't tell him it was my birthday. It came up and said,
Yeah.
he said, how old? I said 68.
98.
68.
98. Yeah.
Then he starts, you know.
Yeah. Splendid.
But he thought, you know,
Splendid.
you're either lucky or not. Or you're not, aren't you?
Yeah. We've got a small bottle of champagne here to celebrate Dad's birthday, which will be very welcome. You're going to wave to the camera, Dad? Good, great. There's the bottle. Yeah. Cork's being a bit stubborn. How's that?
Cheers, yeah.
Is that good?
Great. Yeah.
Cheers.
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 Lovely. Drink it then.
Great.
Very nice.
So what's the secret of your, what have you just said about living the secret?
Everything in moderation.
That's jolly good. That's jolly good.
Everything in moderation.
Here we go.
And our celebratory lunch.
Yeah,
Cheers.
that's great. Brilliant. Okay. Wonderful.
And Mary next door came.
That's great.
Yeah, Fred was a bit of a lad, wasn't he?
Well, he'd been in the army, you see.
Yeah.
You can't wonder at it, can you, really?
And what was the next occasion?
Sorry?
What was the next occasion when you had a drink with him?
With him?
Yeah.
Oh, lots of occasions.
Lots of occasions.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we used to go out near enough every night, sort of thing.
Every night?
Near enough.
And this was where to? The local pubs?
Well, we used to go down to as far as the near enough down here. No, that was
Not as far as here, no. To the Wake Arms in the forest or something like that?
No, not as far as that.
Not as far as that, no.
Can't think of it, the name of it. Anyway, we used to go all the way along Coe Street,
Yeah.
from the Bell,
Yeah.
all the way along there, and call at each pub, and have half a pint, yeah. Go on and that was his night out.
Every night?
Near enough.
I remember Fred coming round sometimes on a Saturday night, and sometimes the men would go out for a drink and then come back. It'd be a lot of fun.
Come in and he'd start anything. I think he used to get round your mum as much as anything.
Yeah.
So, you know, your ceiling could do with a...
Oh, that night with the ceiling.
We'd be out there with the ceiling.
And it all came down, didn't it?
Oh, yeah. Funny, really.
He said they started at one corner and then it gradually started the paper coming off. All came down.
And then there were raucous get-togethers in Woodbridge, if I recall.
Yes, with
Woodbridge.
Uncle Sid. I remember Uncle Sid's family going down to Woodbridge once, or you know, Auntie Lil's family.
Yeah.
And we all went down there, and there was sort of havoc down there. Remember Nana putting all that bunting that she had out on the balconies and.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and Uncle Sid's first wife's family, they were all young people, and we used to have great parties during the war up at Higham Hill, didn't they? Remember opening the back door there, and there were crates of beer outside.
He was a terror, see.
Yes, he was, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was, really.
He was a lovely guy, wasn't he? Jack, and what was his wife's name?
Laurie.
Laurie. Jack and
Laurie
Laurie.
and Jack.
Laurie and Jack. They were great.
They were nice people.
Yeah.
And eventually they moved down
To Somerset.
Somerset, just south of Bristol.
Yeah.
What was the name of the place?
Brent Knoll.
Brent Knoll, yeah.
We came past the end of their road today. We came up, Dad, we came up Forest Road.
Yeah.
And we came past the end of Castleton Avenue, and then on the other side of the road there were the allotments where Uncle Jack had an allotment. And he loved that.
Yeah.
Laurie and Jack.
Yeah.
That was his one thing in life, allotments.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was great.
Yeah. And I remember it was I suppose with him, but we went to the Chelsea Flower Show on one occasion. I remember that. So we've had a lovely lunch here at the Peldon Rose, out in the garden.
Very lovely.
Enjoying the 98th birthday.
Enjoying the night.
celebrations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right by the garden. Dad's enjoyed it. We've had a nice
Small bottle of champagne.
small
to keep us
bottle of
going.
bubbly. Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. Lovely. You going to look at me, Dad, in the camera? Wow, it's a big smile. Good. Lovely. Great. Well done on your 98th year.
Absolute congratulations.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
It's great.
Shall we sing? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear James. Happy birthday to you. Great, great. Good.
That's it. Brilliant.
It is now, you know.
Really?
What I mean?
Yeah.
No, I think we bought it and then we had to find a site.
Well,
So,
that's exactly right. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
So how did you find Mersea?
Well, at the time we already had the
We just came all along. Like, we spent several.
we weren't thinking of coming right down here, but
No.
the thing is, when we came along to find the sites, you couldn't find the site, could you?
No. And we came all along Malden and Mill Beach,
Yeah.
and it wasn't very nice. And we just kept going, and we came to Mersea, and we walked along the beach.
Yeah.
Somebody must have said there's a site. And we came round the corner by that pillbox,
Yeah.
and it was just like half a dozen
Yeah. In the
caravans on the front in the field. And I remember Mum and Dad saying, "This is it," you know,
Yeah.
because it wasn't thousands of caravans all arrayed.
Yeah.
It was just a few.
Yeah.
And you know, a couple of them were sort of converted lorries and things like that,
Yeah.
because it was just not long after the war.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was so peaceful, and
Yeah.
it had the beach,
Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Great
and
location.
the cows in the field. Yeah, it was
£10 a year.
Really?
And if you leave it in over the winter, it'll cost you another £1. True.
Excellent.
That's how much it is.
£11 a year.
Thousands, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Yeah. That's great.
Our kids were brought up with
Yeah.
Lord's kids, weren't they?
Yes. Yes.
You know, because the people who owned this caravan site, their name was Lord,
Yeah.
and they had a boy and a girl about the same age as you,
They're a bit older.
but they were a bit
Oh,
older.
they were a bit older, and they used to bring their ponies down onto the site sometimes and let us have rides. And well, we used to have to go up to the farm for milk. We used to take a small churn, and the farmer's wife used to pour it out, the fresh milk out of a jug, straight out of the cows.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, presumably, they own the site.
Well, I think
Have
Well,
they
it went
sold it on?
went to David, their son, and I don't know whether he's older than me, so
I
he
don't
may
know,
have
I
passed
don't
it
know
down.
They passed it down.
it's quite a big affair now.
Yeah.
It's a holiday park.
Yeah. Actually, what's surprising is that they haven't sold it on for development, like a kind of hotel or resort there, because it's a great location, isn't it? But it's still caravans essentially,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
But they're now fixed caravans. You can't presumably take them off.
No, but people never did really anyway.
Well, I never regret coming down here, do you?
No, it was wonderful.
Out fishing,
Took the boat out fishing.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But that wasn't where you caught the shark,
Yes.
was it?
Yes, it
It
was.
was.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. I think that was before my time.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Wonderful. So you were actually at the caravan when you caught the shark,
Yeah.
brought it in,
Yeah.
In a
and then it
rowing
was-
boat.
and then it was recorded in the local paper, wasn't it? There was an article
believe
in the local
so.
paper
Oh yes, that's
with
where we
you
got
and a
the
photograph of you of this
Yeah.
huge shark. It was actually taller than you, Jim, wasn't it?
I don't know about that.
It was about the same size. Yeah. Yeah, we were sitting on the beach, and Dad and his brother George had gone out in it was a little rowing boat with an outboard motor on the back. They'd gone a long way out, and we could see it suddenly going round and round, and they were playing the shark. And when you got it in, it was this huge thing, wasn't it?
Well, it was to us, you know.
It certainly was, yeah.
Yeah, it made front page news, didn't it?
It
Yeah.
did, certainly did.
And then your mum took it down the next day down Orford Road.
Yeah.
I don't think she sold it, but she gave
Gave it.
it to the fishmonger.
Great.
And that's just along from where Ruth had her wedding reception.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Just
And
down
then
the
you had-
road- just down the road from the hospital.
Yes.
And then later you had a much more substantial boat, do you remember?
You had
Sort of blue and white affair
a motorboat,
with a
didn't you?
motor in it.
Later.
Did we buy it?
Yeah,
Yes, do you remember? And
And you could sleep in it.
Oh, well,
in
no,
theory,
you couldn't.
sleep in it.
Yes. Do you remember? And you went right up with. Was it you, or
Yeah,
was
yeah.
it with Paul? Right up to Colchester on it. Yes.
And we struggled under a bridge.
And couldn't get
And
back.
then the tide went up and we struggled to get back out again.
Yes.
We'd had a couple of pints on the way in. I think that was the problem. Yeah, that was brilliant.
Here's Dad outside the house on his 98th birthday, and we're panning out a bit. Happy birthday, James. Here we are with a cake for Dad and some strawberries and cream. Hello.
That's great.
So did you have a good lunch, James?
Pardon?
Did you have a good lunch?
Oh yes, lovely. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Good.
There's some cream there, James. Would you
Nice
like some?
circumstances. Thank you.
Cream and sugar and cake.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, and so say all of us. Good. Dad's on the phone to Paul.
Was it really? Yeah, we're pretty good here too. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, you took the whole week off, did you? Yeah. 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 Ha! Ha! Yeah. Did you? Ah, you enjoyed that? Yeah, that's good. Yeah. What did you do? Any fishing? No, no, no.